In the earlier video, we discussed the problems caused by side effects in composables. We saw that calling a suspend function directly inside a composable can lead to issues like duplicate API calls and unexpected behavior during recomposition. Jetpack Compose provides side effect APIs to solve these problems. The first one we are going to discuss is LaunchedEffect. Now let us open Android Studio and look at an example. My requirement here is to show a toast only once when the composable is created. The toast should not be shown on every recomposition. I also have an ingredient button inside the composable that increases a counter value and displays it on the screen. First, I declare a count state variable using mutable state of. I wrap it with remember so that the state is preserved across recompositions. This is important because without remember, the value would reset to 0 every time compose redraws this UI. Next, I show a toast directly inside the composable. At first glance, this might look fine because the code is written only once. But in Jetpack Compose, a composable function is not executed only once. It can be executed multiple times whenever recomposition happens. Below that, I add a button that increments the counter when clicked. I also display the current count value using a text composable. Everything is moved inside a column and I add a spacer at the top just to give some visual spacing and make the UI cleaner. Now let us run the app. As we expected, we see a toast saying composable created. So far, everything looks correct. Now, when I click the increment button, notice something important. The toast is shown again. This is not what we want. This happens because when the count value changes, the state changes and compose triggers recomposition. Since the toast is inside the composable, it runs again using recomposition. So how do we fix this? We move the toast logic inside a launched effect. Now let's run the app again. When the composable is created, the toast is shown once. When we increment the counter, recomposition happens, but the toast is not shown again. This is because the code inside launched effect surveys recomposition. Let us go back to our slide. By using launched effect of unit, the code runs only once when the composable enters the composition. Instead of unit, we can also pass a key. When the key changes, the code inside the launched effect will run again. Just like the toast example, we can also safely call suspend functions inside launched effect, such as network calls or database operations. Launched effect is lifecycle aware and it is attached to the lifecycle of the composable. So the coroutine is automatically cancelled when the composable leaves the composition. This prevents background coroutines from unnecessarily running and helps avoid memory leaks. Thank you for watching.